All right, everybody, welcome in. Enjoy the sim. As I mentioned in the Discord chat, I will get the game started here, and then I'm going to go grab my lunch, and then I will cop back to call the remainder of the game after it is over. So, enjoy the game, and go Browns!
Touchdown. Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point. The kick is good. Makes the score. Ravens 10. Titans 3. Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
Come on now, let's go! Double time. Hey, we got four down.
Number 22.
Boom! That's how we do it!
It's now third down.
Good job, fellas. Good job.
We got four. We got four. That's it, baby. That's it. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Right now, boys. Squeeze. Right here, right here.
Go nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All day. Hey, hey.
All right, I am back. That Dobbins carry will end the first quarter 10-10. Exciting first quarter, a couple big plays, a big run from Gus the Bus, and then that huge completion to A.J. Brown put him on the 1 yard line. Both teams able to punch in after that. Phil Nagy on Sports joining you. Welcome in, Wendell. Welcome in, George. Sadly, I did not get to have steak for lunch, as you saw. But good to go now. Let's get this one going. Jackson under center. He'll stretch to the right side to Gus the Bus again. And this time he's going to be swallowed in the backfield. Couldn't get the corner. Took Amani Hooker, the safety that got there first. Pistol look here for Lamar. He's back to pass. 3rd and 5. He'll step up now. He'll throw it to the left side and over the head of Duvernay. It's a little Watson-esque there where he could have just run forward and got the first down. Instead, he throws it out of bounds. Fourth and 5, and they will punt, and that's a bad punt for Sam Cook, the veteran. Really good field position here for the Titans, considering a net of about 21 yards. All right, here's Tannehill, 7 for 10. Again, that big bomb to Brown on the last possession, which set them up for a 1-yard touchdown pass to Jay Sternberger, the tight end. Here comes Derrick Henry jumping over people. 6-yard gain up the middle. Double tight ends to the left side. They'll stretch it that way again with Derrick Henry. He's got the corner. He's got the first down, though he gets upended by Marlon Humphrey. Took a shot at his knees. Marcus Wilson, 43, not 44. Marcus Williams, the new safety coming over from the Saints in free agency. They try to stretch it left side. He breaks one tackle up near the 20 or up near the 50. That's Hassan Haskins, the rookie out of Michigan, who has been their second running back this season and played pretty well for them. He's also their kick returner is Haskins. Now it's back to Henry. Big first down run over the middle. Chuck Clark brings him down. We're going to get a late flag. Maybe a personal foul. Holding. Wow, that was a really late holding call on Roger Saffold, the guard. And you'll see how far back. They called that 8 yards up the field, so now just a 2nd and 12 after the 10-yard penalty. And Tannehill will wisely throw this one away. Pressure coming in his face. That was Calais Campbell, of course, who we saw for about half of the year before it became official that he re-signed. Here's pressure in his face. Odafe Owe into traffic and incomplete as he was going for Julio Jones, who apparently they did, or maybe that's Robert Woods. Actually, I think Robert Woods is with number 2 for them now. They picked up Robert Woods in free agency. Julio Jones is still a free agent. 4th and 12, though. Bobbles the punt, but no real pressure coming from the Ravens, and so he's able to get it off to see if he can check it down inside the 10. He does. Rolls inside the 5 before being down. Brett Kern, the veteran punter, puts that one down inside the 5. Lamar inside his 5-yard line now. 10-10 game, 11:44 to go in the first half. This is the end of the AFC Wildcard playoffs. The winner will get the Patriots, as the Chargers will be headed to Arrowhead. Green Bay will go to Dallas, and then Tampa Bay will go to St. Louis. We'll go to LA to play the Rams. Be the divisional round playoffs, so we'll try to get those going for you as quickly as tomorrow. Here's a nice run up the middle again. Gus the Bus. 4 carries, now 68 yards, and again, about 55 of them were on that big run on their touchdown drive. Wow, that would be a surprising move. Why would you do that, Wendell? Why do you need a quarterback? You just gave one a fully guaranteed contract for 5 years. He's a top 5 quarterback in the league. You signed maybe the best backup available in Jacoby Brissett, and a player who emulates their skill sets very nicely in Josh Dobbs. Why would you add a quarterback in the 2nd round to that? I guess it would be a surprising move. Hey, Rob, welcome in. Yeah, you guys did have an unprecedented amount of injuries. And, yes, as you can see here with a healthier squad, you are halfway into a game that could get you into the AFC divisional playoffs again. We split with the Ravens during our sim season. You guys always play us tough in the sims. And then, yes, as Nick had pointed out in a comment, I had forgotten, we did lose to the Ravens. The Browns lost to the Ravens when we simulated the 2021 season. Before we knew who was going to be on which team. Stretching it to the right side is Dobbins. He's going to run into a whole bunch of dark blue jerseys. He's got 35 yards, so a lot of effective running so far in the game for both teams, which makes sense because both teams do run the ball super effectively. Back to pass here on a 3rd and 8. Quick little throw to the tight end. Andrews, first down throw and catch from Jackson to Mark Andrews. That's a pretty easy play to call and to execute. Both players very talented. Here's a delayed handoff left side. Dobbins, he's got a blocker to the 40. Inside the 40, pushing his way to the 35, and he'll get the 35. J.K. Dobbins, the big first down run. That might be the first and maybe most important injury. Of course, Marcus Peters, of course, is an important injury to get back. Plus, you got Michael Pierce and Calais Campbell back on your line. But Wendell, we have a 3rd quarterback. Josh Dobbs is our 3rd quarterback. That's what I'm saying. There's 4 quarterbacks on the roster, and one of them is Baker Mayfield. And I don't think they not many people like the quarterbacks this year. It's a couple of them with potentially high ceilings, but also incredibly low floors as well. Malik Willis is a very gifted athlete, but he couldn't read defenses at Liberty. The defenses are going to be a little bit harder in the NFL. Monty Rice, the rookie out of Georgia, makes the tackle. So, like I said, it would be a very surprising move if they get quarterback at all over the course of this weekend. Maybe they bring in a fourth camp arm as an undrafted rookie free agent, but I would be very, very, very surprised if they actually spent their limited draft capital on a QB this weekend. Jackson will roll left. Now he's going to take off. Nope, he's going to do the same thing. He saw 3 blue jerseys in front of him and threw it out of bounds. Smart play. Mason's still bitter about the sim. I know, Mason. I will promise to take that play out of the playbook, but that one play didn't lose the game. There were some other issues. That pick six really, and Watson hadn't thrown most interceptions most of the second half of the season, but threw a brutal pick six, and that got them back into it, their momentum, and that was that. But rest assured, we'll be back as soon as we know who's actually on the team. We'll run another Sim 2022 season with the real rosters. I've been spending hours and hours getting all of the real free agents on all the real rosters, including Isaac Rochelle, Stephen Weatherly, a couple of those guys onto our roster as well. Here's a stretch to the left side. Good tackle in space by Marcus Williams, but Henry has been very effective here so far today. 2nd and 1. Yes, not stopping the clock was criminal, but I mean we've had that. That's been all season. I mean it's been every sim that we watch is criminal clock management, and even when I'm in coach mode, I can't control what the defense does. I mean I could, but I only do what the offense does. I don't need to call every defensive play. 2nd and 8 now, so it is what it is. It stinks. It will make simulating the rest of these playoff games not nearly as fun because we don't have a dog in the fight anymore, but you know, trying to be professional. We'll get through them all as Tannehill throws to an open Robert Woods. Man, him wearing the same jersey as Julio Jones is going to confuse me. Yeah, I'm not sure, George. I saw that too, that they changed from 20 to 14 overnight. Something happened. Maybe just a lot of money coming in on them at 20 to 1, and so they're trying to even out the odds a little bit. When I was in Vegas in March for my birthday, I actually placed a futures on them to win the Super Bowl, and that was at 30 to 1. That was back because it was pre-Deshaun Watson, and they were 30 to 1. Or maybe, no, yeah, 30 to 1. Yes. Right side. Oh, what a catch. Going up high for. That's another one of the tight ends. Austin Hooper. We know that name. 2nd catch for 19 yards. It's going to be weird to see Hooper in the navy blue this season, but he is, in fact, a Tennessee Titan now, or officially will be post June 1, I guess. He can't actually sign his deal yet. I'm not sure how that works. Or maybe Vegas has figured out what the Browns had already discovered on their own, which is that Watson isn't going to get suspended at all during the season. I don't know. Hey, 504, welcome in. Tight ends being called, or timeouts being called now as the Titans try to get in a position to tie or take the lead here at the end of the first half. Trips to the left side. Back to pass, Tannehill. He'll throw left side. He's got his man inside the 10. Broken tackle, A.J. Brown, and he'll go down at the 2. Man, A.J. Brown is good. And he breaks a tackle and gets to the 2, and they're going to go ahead and call a timeout. Still 54 seconds and one timeout, so they've got plenty of time to try to punch this one in. Here's Derrick Henry. That's a good way to do it, and he's into the end zone easily. Didn't even need to dive, but he does for effect. And a big time touchdown drive now. 17-13 kick pending here. Titans taking a lead here with about 52 seconds left to go. Nice 3-minute drive. 83 yards. And a touchdown is the result. So here we go. We'll see how aggressive that Johnny Harbaugh wants to be here. Looks like they're going to be pretty aggressive. Shotgun for Lamar. He's back to pass. 4-man rush. He'll zip it across the middle. Slant route to Hollywood Brown inside the 35 to the 36. Jackson again. Now he'll roll right. Now he'll fire on the run. Deep right side. Single coverage way in the end zone. Caught and then picked off by Kevin Byard. And then tackled at the 1 by Rashad Bateman. He went deep for Bateman. Ball was tipped by Elijah Molden, the corner. And then picked off by Kevin Byard, the safety, who was late to get there. Look at this, tipped up in the air, and Byard is right there. And then he was tackled at the 1 yard line. What a play by Kevin Byard. And Lamar Jackson, who led the NFL in interceptions this season, throws another one. Good cut in the hole for Derrick Henry, and he will give them some space. And my guess is they'll probably just let this thing run all the way down. Looks like they're going to do that now. 17-13 is the score here. They are going to run one more play out of a shotgun for reasons unknown to me and dump it out to Hooper. Stiff arm for Hooper. Out of bounds at the 19. We've reached halftime. 17-13. Titans with the lead here. And we are back. Third catch of the day for Hooper. That was 17-13 now. Ravens do receive the football. Here's the rookie Kyler Gordon out of Washington. And he's up to about the 20-yard line. Appreciate everybody being here again. Phil Nagy on Sports. I mean, I think they have every intention of rolling with Trubisky. They may take a quarterback. That would be much less surprising. Maybe they take a Kenny Pickett, keep the Pittsburgh kid in Pittsburgh. Maybe they take a Malik Willis because they may not be excited about Trubisky in the long run, although they say that they are. And, of course, you know, they are one less quarterback on their roster than they were a couple of weeks ago with the tragic passing of Dwayne Haskins. So I think right now it's just Mason Rudolph and Mitch Trubisky on that roster. So you know Pittsburgh will add a quarterback in some capacity. Would just really like it to not have to be Baker Mayfield. Back to pass right up the middle, and they'll sack him. He never felt Bud Dupree, and Bud Dupree, of course, came over on a big free agent deal last season. And he will sack Lamar back to the 22, which is a tough thing for anybody to do, but Bud Dupree does it effectively there. Back to pass Lamar, quick little out route to Devin Duvernay. Wide receiver will pick up a short gain. It's 3rd and long now, 3rd and 16. He'll send Dobbins out wide left and be empty in the backfield. Back to pass. On a 3rd and 16, he'll roll right, 20, 25. Now he'll throw it. I think he was across the line. Flag would maybe indicate that he was. He did complete it to Duvernay for a first down, but it is an illegal forward pass. And unfortunately, that'll move him backwards and a loss of down. So they're going to punt here on a 4th and 20 and waste the opening drive. The quarterback from Boise State. I'm trying to, clearly I've forgotten about him too because I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Wendell, who is the quarterback from Boise State that you're talking about? The prospect that you're talking about? Actually, I can look it up too. We have the technology. I formation. Ranking the quarterback prospects. They have Pickett first. SI does. Desmond Ridder from Cincinnati, strong. He's not listed in the top 15 prospects, at least according to SI. You're talking about the receiver from Boise State, Khalil Shakir. A lot of people are high on him. They've got a lineman, a safety, a receiver, a linebacker, and that's all that Pro Football Network has talked about as well. So maybe that prospect went back to school or something. Hey, Chris G, welcome in. Third and 3, and Dobbins will run into his own lineman. Can't get out of the way, and that's going to be a 4th down and a punt headed back to the Titans, who have some juice, a little momentum, and a 4-point lead, of course. 9 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Again, this is the last of the AFC divisional playoff games. How about this one from Cook inside the 5? Give it to him at the 2. Were you predicting that Goff could be the quarterback of the Steelers, Chris? Is that what your prediction was? Because that would be an interesting idea if the Lions, again, they have 2 first-round picks. They've got, number 2 and number 32 from the Rams in the Goff trade. That maybe if they went with a Malik Willis or a Matt Corral or a Kenny Pickett or somebody at 32, Desmond Ridder perhaps, and then Goff goes somewhere else. Yeah, Chris, so the plan will be we'll finish this one up just as quick as we can again, and maybe a couple with Kit solo, maybe a couple with me solo, maybe just be running them through the course of the week and the weekend without any commentary at all, just because we want to try to get it finished, committing to having it done. And then also simultaneously, I have a saved file from the very beginning of the season as well at 2022. And I've been going through and painstakingly right now making sure that every free agent gets on the real roster. Before we did most of the main ones when they would happen, but now I'm trying to get every single guy to be correct. And then after the draft is over, I will go through and try to make sure every draft pick gets on the right team as well. And then we will rerun the 2022 season with the full and complete rosters rather than these fake and anticipated rosters. So there's a very good chance the Browns aren't going to have DeMarvin Leal and George Pickens. Certainly they're not going to have Calais Campbell for the first half of the season like they did. They may not, we had Michael Gallup for a while at the beginning of the season before we knew about Amari Cooper, stuff like that. So we'll run the whole season again with the real roster as intact. Also had Baker for the first 8 games of the season when we had those ties and stuff like that. So we'll run a whole 2022 season again with the full rosters, which will take us into the summer. And then, depending on time and when it is, we may go into 2023 with that roster, and like we did in the past. But, that's the plan. Again, we're hopeful to try to get a whole season in before the draft, which we're, going to be pretty darn close to getting it in. And then we'll run it again once we know all of the real rosters, kind of as a true preview. So that's the plan. As well as we'll keep doing the Guardians games as regularly as time allows. Oof, big stiff arm from Mark Andrews, and then he pays the price. Terrell Edmonds, who just re-signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers like yesterday, puts a big shot on him right there. Yeah, we're hopeful. We're hopeful that it'll be a good, productive offseason. I think this is a World Cup year too, so maybe I'll sim a World Cup. We had some decent reviews of we did like a couple soccer matches last summer as well, just to sort of see what the reviews would be. Nick Boyle across the middle, taking down 3rd and 5 upcoming here. They are in Justin Tucker's automatic range. And if the Cavs had stayed in the playoffs, maybe they'd have done some NBA. Although NBA doesn't like you to do it. They kind of have some chokeholds on their when you are streaming their game. You can't. There's no sound audio or mic audio, so it's not as nice. Juju is in Kansas City. Smith-Schuster is the new Tyreek Hill. So yeah. So they've got Juju Smith-Schuster. They've still got Demarcus Robinson, and then they've got, they don't have Demarcus Robinson. They still have McCole Hardman, and they've got Valdez Scantling, formerly of the Packers. And I think they have Corey Coleman. I think they signed Corey Coleman former Browns first-round pick. Jackson corner. Duvernay's got it inside the 5. That's a 1st and goal now at the 2-yard line. Oh, somebody wiggled. Won't be quite as close as 2. Back them up 5. We're under 3 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter. Again, Phil Nagy, on Sports. Appreciate everybody joining me. This is the final game. Yes, but they also took away Tyreek Hill. Remember, Wendell, he got traded to the Dolphins. So some would argue that they're actually, even though they added a couple of other receivers, because they also lost to Marcus Robinson and Byron Pringle in free agency. So now it's literally McCole Hardman and Juju Smith-Schuster. And they still have Kelsey. They also signed Ronald Jones, the running back from Tampa Bay. Will back up Clyde Edwards-Helaire as well. So it could be a wash. I don't know if they're necessarily more dangerous just because of what Tyreek Hill was, as Jackson will run this one in for a touchdown. Ravens, they'll retake the lead. So yes, I agree that if they had kept Tyreek Hill and all of a sudden you add Smith-Schuster like as your slot receiver, then you're really, really good. But I think overall it's probably a wash just because of how special Tyreek Hill is. Of course, he went to the one place where they don't have a strong-armed quarterback to get him the football, so it'll be interesting to see how he does in Miami with his crazy deal and their million picks that they gave up for him. All of a sudden, trading a 5th-round pick for Amari Cooper looks like straight thievery from Andrew Berry, doesn't it? It pays to be first, and he was first on that one. All right, 20-17 now. Titans with 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. They're going to give it to Derrick Henry. He'll bully his way up the middle. Ginny must like the running game. She's barking. Barking for the run plays, huh? So yeah, just like in terms of Madden ratings alone, Tyreek Hill's like a 97. He's the highest rated receiver in the game, and Juju Smith-Schuster is like an 82. So you're giving up a 97 to add an 82. You know, on paper, at least on Madden's paper, it would look like have downgraded the wide receiver position by a lot. Yeah, I mean, their defense similarly, they lost the Honey Badger, which is a huge part, and Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan's on, I think maybe the Titans, actually. No, Saints. I think Dirty Dan's on the Saints. So, yeah, they've lost both their starting safeties. I think Charvarius Ward was also a free agent. So they lost a lot of pieces. They obviously still have Chris Jones. They still have Frank Clark. Nick Bolton, the rookie from last year, came on pretty strong at the end. So I think overall as a team, the Kansas City Chiefs got a little bit worse, and a whole bunch of other AFC teams got better. The Browns included, obviously, the Raiders, the Chargers, Dolphins, even the Jaguars picked up a lot of potentially better football players. Now, whether they'll do anything, the Broncos signed traded for Russell Wilson, and so yeah, it's definitely an arms race in the AFC, and it's going to be a bloodbath to get to the playoffs. But you would like to think that the AFC representative will be a prohibitive favorite to win the Super Bowl. It's a much easier path. Not that I've heard of, but I had forgotten about that story, George. I don't know. How about the Penn State rookie Odafe Oweh? Once again, his 2nd sack of the day. He was a rookie last season. This is his 2nd season that's coming up, and he has been a very nice addition to them as an edge rusher. Another good player getting drafted by the Ravens, which is always frustrating. Why can't they draft bad players? Their front office has been so good for so long. Again, Ozzie Newsome, the architect of that thing. Now Eric DaCosta, of course, taking over. Pressure, deep throw over the middle into coverage. Tipped and almost picked off. Kyler Gordon, the rookie, was there. So was Chuck Clark. That would have been an arm punt. Said we're going to get a real punt now. Titans cannot cut into that 3-point deficit. This one's going to go out of bounds into the end zone. Touchback. Stretch it to the right side. Dobbins has got the corner, and then he'll take a tackle right there at the 28-yard line. Nice run from J.K. Dobbins. Little ace formation, give it around again. This is Dobbins one more time, plowing his way across the 30, which is a first down. His 25th carry of the day. There's Vrabes. Looking at his defense, Zach Cunningham, the former Texan, on the tackle there in the middle. Stretch it right side, Dobbins. He'll break one tackle to the 40 now, trying to break a second one, which he cannot. So he's taken down by Christian Fulton. Stretch it left, up the middle again. He puts a nice cut. He's going to be near a first down again, as they are really aggressively running the football, which is what they are so good at. The Ravens with the lead. Probably the most dangerous team in football. Here's the bus, right side, and he won't get through. Danico Autry got in there first and makes a great tackle for a loss. And they're going to punt the football. So run, and then Autry makes a great play. And now a bobble punt for Cook, but he'll be able to get it off. No real rush there. Fair catch called for and made by Hassan Haskins, the rookie out of Michigan. And now a 1st and 10, a chance to come tie the game or take the lead. 10:23 to go. Tannehill changes things up. So he'll step back into a shotgun now. Sends tight ends all the way wide left and wide right now. Back to pass. Michael Pierce was almost there. He's got a wide open Austin Hooper. First down to the 33-yard line. Hooper. Gonna miss him. I just wish that we had gotten a little bit more of Atlanta Austin Hooper. At the end, he seemed to be like a little bit of stone hands mixed with catch the ball and then immediately fall to the ground. Michael Pierce right there on, as previously mentioned, another asset that they reacquired. Remember, he played, cut his teeth in Baltimore, got paid to go play for the Vikings, and now he's come back to the Ravens, which a lot of people were afraid was going to also happen with Zadarius Smith, but he opted to sign with the Vikings. Ironically enough, Chuck Clark on the tackle as well. No, for sure, and I don't feel like we ever hated on him on this channel. Here's another throw, an outside catch to, I think that's the rookie Greg Dulcich out of UCLA. A lot of people have mocked him to the Browns in later rounds as well. I think we stayed pretty fair on his performance and what he could be, and we saw, obviously, I think he was a lot better in our sims than he ever was in real life, so we always knew that he had the potential, and now Calais Campbell is going to be shaken up and go to the ground. 2nd and 9 for Tannehill, just into the Baltimore side of the field. Back to pass. 4-man rush is taken care of. Right side, dump it off short. He's got his man. Caught there by, I can't see the number, Hodgins. I wonder if that's a rookie. I don't recognize that name at all. Yes, well, Twitter is for burying people. There's a nice play by Marcus Peters to knock that football away. They're going to try a 58-yarder here to tie it up. This is the wind-aided side of the field here at Nissan Stadium, just outside of downtown Nashville. And it hits off the crossbar and goes in. Wow. I don't even know who their kicker is, but he just... Keyshawn? Is that his last name? Keyshawn? Sheesh. (20-20). We got 7:26 to go. Remember, fortunately, we do not get the gross overtime rules. We just get football overtime rules in the playoffs. All right, well, here we go. 7:26. Can the Ravens seize hold? Left side, big run. He's got his room. It's Dobbins to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, and across midfield. J.K. Dobbins with a big 30-yard run. That gets him over 100 for the day for J.K. Again, a healthy J.K. going to be a problem for opposing defenses, as he wants to do. Here's a blitz by lots of people. They pick it up. He'll dump it left side. On the sideline is Dobbins, and he'll go out of bounds quickly after catching it. 6:48 on the clock when he does go out of bounds. Up the middle again, Dobbins. Breaking tackles, first down run. J.K. Dobbins inside the 33, and an injury now to Kevin Zeitler. Former Brown, former Bengal. Now Raven just kind of making his way through the AFC North. Kevin Zeitler must enjoy this part of the country. Here's Gus the Bus. Big hole to the right side. Breaks a tackle, and then he'll go down. Edwards just 8 carries today, but they're going to have well over 200 yards rushing as a team here. Will the Ravens, under 6 to play. They're definitely in Tucker's range, so just got to hold on to the ball unless they don't need to. How about Dobbins slippery through the hole? He's up to $157 now on 30 carries. Jackrabbit Jenkins on the tackle. So they seem to be going for the end zone. Forget the field goal here. We want to go up by 7, maybe 8. And he'll throw it away. He got hit after the play. Surprised no flag there. They seem to be pretty quick on the roughing the passer calls. 2nd and 10. Pump fake. Zip it over the middle. He's got his man Duvernay inside the 5 to the 3. Sets up a 3rd and 3. They can't actually get a first down. Look at that, like just outside of the goal line, which I've never understood that, but that's a thing. Jackson, left side, end zone. Nope, he's out of the end zone. Andrews, he'll get it. They'll mark his forward progress to the 3, and all of a sudden, yep, they're going to take the points. Wow. 4th and 3, and they will take the points here. With Justin Tucker, of course, is automatic. So a 3-point lead now with the Titans. And Ryan Tannehill an opportunity to tie or win in the 4th quarter. This is the time. This is winning time here for quarterbacks. And as we have seen in our sim, Watson's pretty good at that particular skill set. That's why I was so bummed to not see it happen in that Chargers game. They just didn't have enough time to do so. Actually, they tied it up, and then they couldn't get a stop, and then the Chargers came down and had time for a field goal, ran the clock out. Tannehill right side. Hooper breaks a tackle. He'll step out of bounds at the 21. 2nd and 3 after that 7-yard throw and catch to Austin Hooper, his 5th of the day. Stretch it left side now. He's got one man to beat, Chuck Clark, and he makes a great tackle in open space as the strong safety, Chuck Clark. 3rd and 2 now. Clearly this is going to be 4-down territory. Let's see how aggressive they get with the play call. They'll go Henry up the middle. He's got the first down. Derek Wolfe will rip him to the ground. Henry is up to 90 yards in this battle of running attacks. Definitely winning on the side of the Ravens with over 200 yards rushing as a team. And an out route to Robert Woods that's too far outside. Tannehill again. Corner caught. Did he get the toes in? He did not. I'm going to say he was out of bounds. That was A.J. Brown. 3rd and 10. Tannehill, big shot right side. Single coverage. He's got a man wide open. He overthrows him. Oh, my. How open was he? Unfortunate there. Sheesh. And that's it. Oh, they're going to get PI, though. Wow. Wow, a PI on 4th and 10. And that'll give him the ball all the way up to the 47. Brandon Stevens, the 2nd-year player out of Penn State. And I can't believe they threw the flag for PI on 4th down. I mean, it did look like he hit him before the ball got there. And then it's picked by Marcus Williams. And that's going to be the game. And my dogs are so excited, apparently, for the Ravens. Marcus Williams, a big free agent safety that came over from the Saints just recently in the offseason. And I think, although Tennessee does still have 3 timeouts, that Baltimore will survive and advance and get out of here. The chance to go play the Patriots in the divisional round. 3-yard gain there, and he fell out of bounds, oddly, which keeps the clock stopped. Terrible choice. Up the middle. Dobbins, he'll get up to about the 45, 46-yard line. And not going to call their timeouts because the 2-minute warning will give them one here. Yes, they are, Wendell. They beat the Bears. They will play the defending Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams in the divisional round. Here's Dobbins up the middle, first down, and that might do it. First timeout gets called now. But I think that first down is a good look at Nashville in the background, speaking of. But I think that's going to do it because that being the first down play, here's a little jet sweep to Duvernay, and it'll go down immediately, and they'll call timeout.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
Correct, yes. They beat the Bears. Tom Brady had a last-minute drive because Justin Fields had played pretty well in that game. We were excited. Kit called that one on his own this weekend, but I was watching occasionally. And here's the second timeout. Excuse me, the last timeout. So if they stop them, of course they are in Justin Tucker range here, but they would get the ball back with about a minute left. Unless Dobbins gets a first down, and he almost gets a first down, but again, they are very much in. Apologize for the dog. She's very excited this morning, and they're going to go for it? What are they doing? I guess they figure win the game right now. Dobbins, and he'll be short, and they're going to get the football back? What a terrible decision by John Harbaugh. And now with trips to the left side and a minute to go. What a horrible decision. Tannehill throws it. Incomplete, looking for Haskins. Alex Kessman, I don't even know who the heck that is. I think that must be some fake guy. He's their kicker. Of course, he did kick a 58-yarder from earlier today. 56 seconds. They're at the 38 right now. Back to pass, Tannehill. He'll throw to Hooper. Hooper steps out of bounds. They get out of bounds, which is great. They only ran for 3 yards before getting out of bounds, though. 6 catches in the game for Hoop. Back to pass, Tannehill on a 3rd and 6. Again, sack pretty much ends this thing, and he'll throw that one away. So here we go. Here's the game. And Tannehill will throw a deep wobbler, and it's picked off, and that will really ice it. A second pick for Marcus Williams to ice the game. 2 interceptions in the last 3 minutes, and that's how you win football games. And Marcus Williams worth every penny as your new free safety back there, replacing, of course, Deshaun Elliott. And Lamar will take a knee, and that's going to do it. So the Ravens survive in advance. They're going to get out of here 23-20. Ironically, the same score as the Browns and Chargers. And that's the ball game. So Ravens survive. Vrabes and the Titans headed out early. Couple of highlight of stats, 254 through the air, and those 2 interceptions late for Tannehill. Really had an opportunity to win the game for his team and didn't come through. Lamar, 21-28, 154, a touchdown and an interception. Dobbins, how about Dobbins? 178 on the ground. Henry had 90. Gus the Bus was 76, so that was almost 250 yards rushing. 14 for Haskins. Lamar only had 2 scrambles. Of course, one of them was for a touchdown. Leading receiver for each team is their tight ends, Hooper and Andrews. Leading tacklers for each team, Cunningham. Actually, look at these. All these tacklers with all those running plays, and then Kyler Gordon with 6. 2 sacks for Owe, 1 for Bud Dupree, and then interceptions again, 2 for Marcus Williams, the free agent safety. So the Ravens, Rob, they got it done for you, and they are going to advance to the divisional round. So we'll take a quick look at what those matchups will be here momentarily. If you've got a moment to stay on with me. He says confidently. There we go. Auto update those players. And now let's go ahead and advance week. All right, so here we go. As we talked about, it's going to be the Chargers in Arrowhead, and then the Ravens have to go to Foxborough. Green Bay goes to Dallas, and then Tampa Bay goes to LA. So that's a look at the divisional round. Again, I'll try to get those going tomorrow, probably around this time as well. So appreciate everybody beyond. Have a great day. Today we'll say go Ravens, but as always, go Browns.